there's a certain level of protection that comes with being one of the hottest things on the internet, and I think sort of SteveWillDoIt and the Nelk boys are. But if Coffeezilla was investigating me, I would fully shit myself. SteveWillDoIt and the Nelk boys, you could only create that in America, I think. Like, there's a level of energy and self-belief and desire to make and spend money that if someone...
There's always a Tesla in the video, I imagine.
Yeah. Permanently a Tesla in the background. So yeah, those are the huge creators online, and they've been spending a hell of a lot of money. But Steve regularly spends upwards of $1 million in his videos, buying watches and buying cars, and then just giving... He'll go into a garage and say, is that person trying to buy a car? And then say, can I buy this for you? He'll just like go to... He's semi-adopted this young school kid and bought him like a Dodge Charger. And that night, the kid went and got arrested in it because he was street racing without a license. And then he picked him up from school in some Rolls-Royce truck and said, like, you can't do that again, but here's like a few $1,000s for like making sure you've got money for school for the next day. So he just spends like absurd amounts of money. And they've got this seltzer called Happy Dad, which is quite a popular alcohol sparkling water. Well, you'd love that, Johnny. That's a bit of you.
I've heard of that stuff before. Yeah, I don't really know why. Like, why is that better than it not being sparkling water, for example? Like, what's wrong with just normal? I know, but what's wrong with just like normal mixers? Like, I get sparkling water as a thing. I get flavored sparkling water, but like,
hard seltzer. Anyway, so apparently they're crushing it, and they sell loads of merch, but they don't sell enough merch to be able to drop $500,000 to $1 million every video, and he releases one video a week.
Did he not say 70 million in sales from their
That's how much the merch makes. Yeah, but that's split between quite a few people. Plus, there'll be
and
costs.
Even that doesn't cover him for the amount that he spends in his videos.
Johnny's audit alarms are just like
the audit fin, the tentacle.
I mean, remember, for anyone listening, Johnny is literally a trained auditor. Like,
this is what he does. This is the chartered accountant radar's gone off. Fucking hell. So he's just spending like tons and tons of money, and he was spending the money since before Happy Dad and blah blah blah. And I've always, because I watch his stuff, and I was like, fuck, like this guy does spend bank, like serious amounts of money. He's constantly getting private jets all over the place. And then Coffeezilla just decided that he was going to do an investigation into him. Now, there's a certain level of protection that comes with being one of the hottest things on the internet, and I think sort of SteveWillDoIt and the Nelk boys are. But if Coffeezilla was investigating me, I would fully shit myself. I would fully cack my pants right
he is
there.
So thorough.
Terrifying.
Like, really impressive. I just don't know. Do you reckon he's got a research team that sit and like sift through videos and then feed stuff up the chain?
Maybe.
Surely he must do.
Because that's what Mr. Beast does. Oh, you can tell I've gone down a bit of a Mr. Beast rabbit hole. He pays 200 people to generate 100 ideas each for a video. And then he has another team of people select the best ideas, and then they like do a whiteboard day and...
Hang on, so he has 200,000 video ideas?
Sorry,
20,000 video ideas.
Yeah, 20,000.
Jesus.
And then they get whittled down.
So maybe Coffeezilla does, but I don't think his team...
But what's his... He's not got a massive channel. Like, he couldn't...
700,000. He gets a lot.
Oh, is it?
He gets very, very high views for his channel size. But... Yes, I mean, he did a Brian Rose expose. He did the Save the Kids expose. So he's taken down quite a lot of people who... Not untouchable, not Steve size, but were pretty big dick.
I worry about his like personal security as well, to be honest, because you're taking pot shots at people with
wealth,
a lot of money, and are going to be very angry at you taking pot shots at them.
Yeah,
and then he's showing his face. I know he's not. He's kind of semi-anonymous, isn't he? Like, he doesn't say his name, but
I'm pretty sure it's going to be easy enough to find that out, isn't it?
Mm.
Because people,
it's just it's defamation. Like, he's completely dragging him under the bus publicly on a big YouTube channel.
Well, that's only if it's untrue.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is the mad thing. I can make these wild accusations about you, and if I happen to hit the mark, like if I'm... and if it lands in the bullseye, fucking game over. So yeah, I mean, he's done that.
But they're going to see it as defamation because they've got massive egos, and they're going to have all the people who he takes down have got these weird like rationalizations for why what they do is okay.
Yeah.
So of course they're still going to be angry and like lash out.
And he has to go through the process of proving it's untrue or true. Like, everything could be true or untrue on the internet until you take some sort of legal action to nightmare.
I would be very, very concerned if I was SteveWillDoIt. Like, to have Coffeezilla, and then he's got another guy, SomeOrdinaryGamers, who's got a fucking monster of a channel that's really, really highly engaged, and he does the same thing, exactly the same thing, just internet detective shit. And they've gone down this huge rabbit hole, and it turns out that they were supported by Roobet, which is an online, unregulated, offshore crypto gaming company, and they basically
all of the dodgy words in one sentence.
Correct. It's in the Seychelles by Curacao or whatever it's called, Curacao. They've got this dodgy gaming license. It's illegal in the US. The only way that people can access it is through a VPN. But because it's illegal in the US and you can access it through a VPN, they don't have to ask, because of their gaming license, they don't have to ask for ID, which means that all of the 14-year-olds that watch Steve's content can go and gamble with their parents' credit card and lose tons of money and rack up these fucking massive debts. And it seems like his earning potential comes from essentially their losses. They call it the mathematical house edge on all bets. That's what affiliates make money on, which is just a nice way to say if your affiliates lose money, you make some of that money, 5%, and then it scales up.
Yeah, it was like some legal wiggly business that was like, it's not the losses that you make the money on, but it's a derivative of the percentage of the losses that you.
Is it not just the odds? Is it not
precisely? Yeah, house edge.
But obviously, it's in the house's favor, isn't it?
But that's the
otherwise
point.
It would just.
It would
just be giving money away, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It just wouldn't exist.
Well, to think that 5% of the mathematical house edge means that there must be an all right amount to play around with, because that scales up. That's what you start at, and then it continues to go up. So yeah, basically, and then it also turns out that they're not using their own money to bet. So they live stream. I've never seen them actually do this. I've heard them drop the names of Roobet and Wizza, which are these two sort of dodgy companies. But I've never actually seen them bet, and I think they must do it a little bit more on Twitch, or maybe they did it in the past. I don't use Twitch. And on some of the videos, you see Kyle, who's another one of SteveWillDoIt's sort of crew, betting, and he loses everything. He loses 30 grand immediately, and one of the guys that's next to him says, we need to ring Howie. It turns out that Howie's like the ops director for this place. It's like, get the fucking money fed back into his account. So they're not even betting their own money. They're live streaming them betting money that's being gifted to them by the company to make it look like they bet and win.
And then they make money from the losses
of the people who don't get paid by the company to put the money in.
Yeah, I mean, where to begin with the morality of that situation? And so this is what's funding all of the flamboyant spending in the video, and that's just the affiliate fee, basically. So the affiliate fee is buying him like £100,000 watches, private jets. It's what's like the 25-year-old guy with the cap on in the back of the video, like the guy who runs the show. How much is he making?
Alan.
Alfonso, yeah.
No, Alan, you can't.
Did you see the bit in Coffeezilla's video? He gets this little hamster. He gets a little hamster and it goes, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
But he calls him, he like slips and calls him Alan. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
It just seems like he's left this like trail of clues as he goes along, and because he's just filming everything, it almost seemed like he's wanting to be caught, but then maybe it's just because like they're such narcissists that they just film their entire lives. And
yeah, maybe. I mean, he definitely doesn't want to be caught, but I think what he probably does want to do is, or what he isn't doing is he's not being sufficiently careful. Like, if you're making so much money and if all of your buddies are this rich, why the fuck would you bother? You feel like you're untouchable?
Well, that video that is picked apart that sort of starts the investigation where he's just admitting it. Why on earth is that? Like, why is that on the internet? Because he could just be saying, "Oh yeah, it's from the channel," and like there'd be a few people who would know enough about it to know that that's not possible, but probably not very many. Like people with sufficiently big YouTube channels to know.
Or
those numbers
having spent 3 years training in audit.
What he doesn't know.
Run the numbers.
Like when I first watched Mr. Beast, I was like, what on earth is going on here? Like, surely he's not making that much money from these videos. And
but he's not really throwing, he says like, oh, you know, I pay 10 grand to anyone who throws this ball into this hole or whatever. But it's not like I'm going to spend a few million on.
But if you take someone who doesn't really know much about like what's possible on YouTube, which I suppose is most of the people who watch YouTube, and show them something like that, it looks insane.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know that Steve will do it putting 5 million views on a video. You don't know that won't be able to generate him the sort of wealth that he needs to be able to fund that video. Like Mr. Beast, exactly, yeah. Mr. Beast does 50 million views on a video and doesn't drop that sort of money. And then, yeah, as you're right, there's this live stream that Coffeezilla managed to get a hold of Steve saying, I've figured out other ways to make money. Dude, you can't make this much money from selling fucking merch. Like, this isn't from the channel. I've had some advice from some buddies and blah, blah, blah. And you think, man, if you're doing online unregulated offshore crypto gaming, like buzzword, if you're doing all of the bad words in one sentence, don't fucking talk about it on a live stream, okay?
When he says like, oh, this house is actually paid for by Roobet.
Oh, that guy. Do you see that guy did bunny hops? Like one of the dudes told him that he needed to hop up and down like a bunny, and he did it.
No.
Yeah.
So weird.
What? Yeah. I don't understand the bunny hop thing.
I think there's nothing more to it. Like someone told.
So the guy that says, "Oh, I live in this house and it's paid for by these guys," and blah blah blah. One of the guys that pays for the house must have been on the live stream and asked him, I don't know, like put a request in, like you do on OnlyFans. Like, oh, can I have a photo of your feet, and put a request in for him to hop up and down like a bunny. So he complains about it and says, "Why are you so fucking weird?" And then hops up and then goes and does it.
Does it?
Out of the two people, he's not the weird one.
Yeah, but he just knows, like he knows he has to. But it's just this is my life now.
So yeah, I think it's a 6-part series, and we're up to part 2 at the moment. This could be the sort of thing. This is the fucking fascinating thing, right? This is the really interesting thing. Is 5 million subs on a channel and being the hottest thing on the internet at the moment, like, can it save you from outright undeniable fraud? Legally,
or like from a brand perspective?
Both.
I think like nobody outside of the YouTube world will care, and if he gets caught, he'll just get prosecuted. But I imagine he'll still have quite a strong brand at the end of it. That would be my prediction.
Yeah, I think people watch videos because they're entertaining, and even if there's some big
even if the guy's
thing
a crook
that goes on, people are like, oh, well, it's still dopamine at the end of the day, isn't it?
That's a really fucking good point. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full, unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. It makes me very happy indeed. Peace.